how did you basically tackle totally incident-free elections in Naxal infested
For
area?
the security preparation, we started something around 6 months back. It is not on the day of poll.
Time-bound, planning, execution, and then innovation.
Jharkhand have 6 national and 3 state parties, and many independent and RUPP.
After a long time, you have made a big headline by achieving this prestigious award. Photograph is going viral.
Okay. Polio campaign, when you go there, each house will be marked actually.
On National Voters Day, you got awarded by President of India, Droupadi Murmu.
1.75 crore voters went to booth and peacefully they stand in the line and they cast their vote. 1.2 lakh volunteers, they are students of 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. They did a good service.
One, corruption. Good afternoon to you today.
Good afternoon to everyone.
And I am here basically before you a day after the Republic, 76th Republic Day. A day before, just on National Voters Day, you got awarded by President of India, Droupadi Murmu, for Best Performing State under you as Chief Electoral Officer of Jharkhand. Jharkhand has actually achieved a name, gained name worldwide for performing very well. Jharkhand has always been known for 2-3 important reasons. One, corruption, incompetence and corruption combined together, making it a cocktail of terribly bad governed state. To a large extent, there were many actually scam cases taking place here, and always negative news floated there in the media. After a long time, you have made a big headline by achieving this prestigious award by the President of India. I congratulate you for that. To begin with, I would like to basically make it clear that before I came over here to have a discussion with it on this particular issue, I would like to show you that I did a bit small work, and that small work is all related with, in the whole Twitter, which you call X. This photograph is going viral.
Okay.
And I took it up because it was viewed by around 60,000 people. And I saved it, and I thought that I would like to basically make you see this to begin with. I feel proud of you, and I'd like to tell you that Jharkhand actually and its people are very fortunate to have you here as Chief Electoral Officer. How are you feeling?
It's an award for the state. It is not for a single person. It's a contribution of the entire state. On the day of voting, 1.75 crore voters went to booth and peacefully they stand in the line and they cast their vote. 1.2 lakh volunteers, they are students of 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. They did a good service. And something around 32,000 BLOs, 1.5 lakh polling officers, around 80,000 security personnels. So everyone contributed for the election. Even though this office might have provided the leadership and things to them, but when the rules are fixed, the people graciously followed the rule and they gave a good election for them. And they expressed their right, and their failing, whatever may be the outcome of the election is a different issue altogether, and it depends upon the majority that we follow, and they casted their vote, and it's a whole thing go to the every stakeholder in the election. If Jharkhand have 6 national and 3 state parties and many independent and RUPP, they also follow the rule. Even one set of people break the rule, So that we might have, the Jharkhand might have got this award. It's for the every stakeholder who contributed for the election. It is an award for the state. It's not for a single person, and it's the award for the discipline that people showed in the election.
Actually, I've been here and I've also been, as a citizen of the country, gone to polling booth and cast my vote. This is not the first time I did it, but this time I saw a lot of changes taking place there inside the polling booth. For instance, when I walked into the polling booth, I found the banner put up there welcoming the citizens to the polling booth. Then CCTV was basically already put up there. And then I found the security forces not misbehaving, behaving properly. And then, the VLO receiving you, welcoming you to this whole thing and making you stand there in the queue. I feel that it was definitely, as you said, basically the credit goes to all the stakeholders who actually conduct the elections. But after all, the guidance has to come from top.
Yeah, that's true.
And how I have basically been following reports in the local newspapers that before the polling days, they were trained. Now, two things are very important in training. One is that persons who are getting trained and those who are trained. How did you select those guys who are training them, and how you ensure that those who get trained perform themselves there at the polling booth?
Basically, the guidelines of the Election Commission, the manuals are perfect in their own sense. That over the last 70 years, these manuals are developed. When you go thoroughly into the manual, all the doubts will be cleared there. And we developed a set of...
That is okay. What I say is same guidelines were there earlier also, but why it happened that this time it was followed properly?
We developed a set of master trainers. Even we are having the national level master trainers in now Jharkhand. Even Jharkhand have 12 master trainers for the national level training. In all the subjects we are having the expert in Jharkhand.
These master trainers were not there in other states?
They are having, they may have in some field, they may not having in some other field. We are having 12 national level master trainer, and we are the one of the contributors.
Who selected these master trainers?
So this office selected, and then it went to the election commission. And then when they went to the election commission, then the election commission conducted a test on them, and then finally they declared them as the master trainer. Even they go to the other state for the training actually. And we developed a set of state level master trainer and the district level, assembly level. And the whole training was conducted at a CO office, and we had a rigorous training actually. The training makes a person perfect in that they will understand the thing. And we developed various method of training the people. Not only the PowerPoint presentation, including the video we made, and then we made the role play also. We developed this basic system of the model booth and everything, and they could understand that issue. And the number of rounds of training also, we had many number of training actually. Basically, the number of trainings prescribed by the commission, we followed that, and we had the testing also. Basically, even if you ask any doubt, we are having an app. That app will answer your question. It is AI based, artificial intelligence based app. It is the only app available in the country now. So that on the basis of the app, if your officer is having a doubt, if the officer asks the question, the app will answer you. It have the whole knowledge. So this way we give a lot of focus on the training, and the people are also willing to learn actually. Basically, it depends upon not only on the trainer, it's also the people who are getting trained actually. No? They are also happy to learn, and they also follow the rule also. In case of CAPF persons, we took around very well actually. Normally when they are coming from the outside, the basic facility provided to them is not up to the standard. This time even I also part of the manual, the team which prepared the manual for the entire country. I was the committee with the election commission also on the force deployment manual and the vulnerability mapping manual. And we gave a lot of focus on the CAPF personnel when they are going to field. So we focus on the basic facility supposed to be provided for them, and we ensure them also. We received them very happily, and they perform the duty very happily.
That's very good. I'm so happy to hear this. But you see, look at it. On one hand, you have got the staff and the personnel who hold the elections, conduct the elections, and give the results. But on the other hand, you have got the people, the voters, the electorate, and those persons who are citizens. I feel that they also acted quite disciplined manner. In what way you could ensure that they were basically disciplined here?
Actually, when they see the administration, they will also immediately react to that. They know that their issues are being addressed.
You mean to say that in previous occasions when the elections were held, the people were not disciplined?
No, it's not in the way that actually when they are going to the booth, when there is a system is very clear, then they will act according to the system.
You mean to say that earlier it was basically used to be not disciplined and
we can't say in that line also. Even I was as a DC also, DO, as a RO,
exactly.
I worked in that also. So this time we gave the importance to the minute details in the election administration. Now that not a single issue we left out for the mercy of
nice to hear this, but you tell you one thing. There are two ways I look at it. As a citizen and as a journalist, Jharkhand has been left-wing, ultras very badly affected. It's true that during the past 10-15 years, 10 years particularly, there has been total decline in terms of these incidents of violence, Naxalite violence. But how did you basically tackle totally incident-free elections in Naxal-infested areas?
It's actually a good teamwork, and my friend that SPNO, he is also capable of doing, and we had a systematic plan into that. So we went into detail into the every aspects, and we left very few things to the field to decide. And there is a meticulous planning, and whatever the resources asked by the field level officers, we provided them.
That is okay, but you tell you the two ways you plan. One is that on the day you basically execute your own step-by-step measures, and the other one that you take preventive measures. I would like to basically know from you
the election,
what preventive measures did you adopt this time?
For the security preparation, we started something around 6 months back. It is not on the day of poll. It's a 6 months back we started planning in the base number of phases, and now which districts go for the poll.
Can you specify?
To some extent I can specify also when
Just example, for instance, Palamu. So pick up Palamu.
In the Naxal point of view, the Singhbhum is the West Singhbhum is the most difficult district. In the both the election, we started the election from the West Singhbhum.
Yeah.
Basically, when the forces are coming from outside, they will be coming in at least 15 days in advance. So we handle the difficult areas first, and where they will be deployed in advance, and the phases are decided, the priorities also decided on the basis of the security reasons, and we went for the election in the first time in the first phase in the Singhbhum area. So where we had the Naxal issues.
You want to say that they are fresh.
When they are fresh, and when they are fresh, they have time to accommodate to the situation also. Okay. Between the phases, the number of days available will be of 7 or maximum 8 days. So to go to completing a poll and going to a new location and then accommodate to the whole situation, it will take a lot of time. So normally we hold the election the difficult area first, and where the forces will have lot of time to plan and accommodate the situation, and in at least 5 to 10 days time they will get it very clear that how to handle also. And normally in the local the difficult areas, we won't disturb the security forces there. Normally they won't much move to the other places, and they will, as far as possible, there is a different randomization plan for also, and we exclude that area from the randomization also. So further the people who knows the terrain will be working on there, and at the same time the people also very supportive in that area.
I visited one of these tribal belts, and in fact Jharkhand has been actually home to tribals, and you have been Deputy Commissioner of 4 tribal dominated districts, Pakur, Sahibganj, Dumka and Kodda. Sorry, not Dumka, this is Sahibganj, Devgar and Godda. In one of the places I basically came across a group of people who were appreciating you. Tribals, they always appreciate you because you're in Godda, and they were saying, जो जानते हैं डिप्टी कमिश्नर साहब जब यहाँ थे ना तो इतना काम करते थे, और अभी देखिए कितना अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. In fact, I was very happy to hear them Because generally in tribal belt, generally people don't talk about the good officers. They don't recall so much, but they were recalling you. I was very happy to see. But that said apart, I basically want to know that in tribal belt, this underprivileged tribal groups that you basically covered during your voter identity list, you're basically making it known. I think one of the most innovative measures that you took was this, that you made this entire inclusive, the voter identity list, and your BOs and all, they went there after verifying their. What prompted you to think about this innovation to be introduced in this process?
Basically, in the tribal area interior places, we made it sure that the BLO is from that locality. Previously, there was a lot of teachers were in the BLOs. So, they are living in the urban areas, they will be working as a BLO in the remote area, rural area. So, the people, there is a disconnect between them. So, they will be in that schools for the working hours. After that, they will go back to their home. So, we made it sure that the BLOs are from that locality and they are from that community, and they are even they knows the people also, and even if you go to a rural area if you interact with the BLOs, so with the name they will identify every person. And if you go to a village also, they will sit in one corner and everyone they can identify that. So that we improve the connect between the voter and the BLOs. So they were able to identify it, even though they have little educated when compared to teachers. We trained a lot on, we spent a lot of time on training them also, but they are more supportive actually. Even the whole success of the election, the major community goes to the BLOs. They not only manage the electoral role better, and on the day of poll also they will manage the booth better.
Do you think this particular innovative step that you took prompted peaceful, fair elections held here?
Yes, true. Even that initially when we took the decision to replace all the teachers with Anganwadi Sevikas, the local workers, so there were some issues are raised, but after over the period of time they delivered a lot. And in the booth level also, on the day of poll also, with the help of booth awareness group volunteers, they managed the booth very well. Even they knows identify them, because if there is a impersonation happening, this BLOs knows.
Yes. True.
If the person is coming again for the bogus voting, the BLOs knows and the volunteers knows. So that's a way that the BLOs ensured the everybody. If a voter is genuine, he can vote. That's a way that the BLO ensured through their volunteers and the booth awareness group. So it ensured a free and fair election, and the security personnel are ensured a secure election. And that's a way that we able to get did a good work.
Very good. How many hours you used to work during this election period?
The election period.
The two elections, both general elections, Lok Sabha and Assembly elections, almost have simultaneous
Gap.
some gap. Both elections you held, and both elections were free from any kind of incident. It is something amazing. I mean, as a citizen and a journalist, I feel this was never witnessed before in Jharkhand.
Actually, basically the election period, that the working hours is very long. Basically, except the sleeping hours, you will be working doing as some hours. Actually, maybe when the elections are announced, till the counting is complete, the next day of counting, normally there will be no holidays, there is no rest day, there is no Sunday, no Saturday, no holidays. Even the people are worked on the holy day, that Holi was celebrated, and the people are working on the election work. And normally that day even this office works for 14 to 16, 18 hours. This office is opened for the Saturday,
16 hours a day?
16 hours a day.
How many hours you are here?
Even when we go back, and in the house also there is office is there. So we'll sit there also. Except the sleeping hours, we have to work on that.
Are you planning to write any article on yourself, on this particular issue that you have read?
No, actually we worked on very manual.
I will request you to do that. We will publish it.
Let's see.
No, but my another question is in my mind, and it has been there since yesterday. I have been thinking of coming and talking to you. Is what basically, after you said that time bound, planning, execution, and then innovation. This innovation part is very important, which is part of one of the criteria decided by the Election Commission of India to recommend you or to get you awarded. What made you basically think about this? Key first important thing is to make the entire voter list more inclusive? What made you do that?
Basically, if the voter list is inclusive and it is covered all the section of the society, then the conducting election will be easy.
This is what you
That is a basic.
That is what you thought.
That is a basic. If there is a problem in the role,
Then I found that the people used to go there, make a tick mark outside the house, and ensuring that person knows that it has been tick marked, so it is already studied, examined.
Even we prepared a 2 sticker for that. It's from the innovation from the state only, Jharkhand state only, and the 2 time we put the sticker on their home to verify that each house are stickered. Even if there is a wrong sticker was placed, the people also reacted to that. So the BLO has not come to my house, but she put up the sticker. So then we acted on that. That's a way that we are able to ensure
to involve people, voters,
with the people, and the process is going on. The process is going on. Even it is easy for the supervisory officers to monitor also. Even if I go to a village, if I just going there, normally if I ask the people whether the BLO visited, normally they said visit kiya tha, but they know the BLO, because if they say no, then I may take action on them. So when the stickers are there, I am happy to take the ladies visited, and then they give the services to them.
And did you take any measure to ensure that after sitting here in the chamber, that you are convinced that it is stickers that you put up, give me a photograph from this whole thing and give it to you, it was checked like that?
Even it's the field visit not only by my CO, but from the DO, RO, the supervisory officer. So everyone, there is a method to check that whether the house to house survey is complete. So each house, actually basically when you see that, actually, I normally give an example of polio. Even in the polio campaign, actually we learned from that polio to this sticker actually basically. In the polio campaign, when you go there, each house will be marked actually. So that's a way that we use that example in the election process.
You took it from there?
Yeah, we took it from the polio. Even I used to say in the training, basically most of the Anganwadi Sevikas are worked in the polio. So you people are identified the virus which you can't see that and you kill them. So why can't you identify the human being, they are not in the list, and to include them? That's a way that we used to explain them. The sticker they used to write in the polio campaign. Here we gave them sticker to make it more visible, and we took the example from there only.
Fantastic. Now, one more question that is coming to my mind is, in a time frame, you have already completed almost 4 or 5 years as CEO of Jharkhand. You are going to go away. What messages are you going to be left behind? You told me before I started talking to you here that you have left behind this step-by-step guidelines to be followed by your own successors. But these are all theoretical procedure to be followed by your successor and all. To my mind, what is most important part to evolve and to execute? How do you, because everything is changing, the electorates are changing, the entire process is changing. In that way, your successor will have a new challenge to confront. What basic actually guidelines or suggestions that you will be leaving behind for that?
Basically, if you want to have a peaceful election, follow the book thoroughly. That is the only basic mantra. If wherever you are, follow the book and that thing. The basic challenge now the election faces is the misinformation and the fake narratives being created through the social media. Basically, traditional media, the newspaper, they are having a system. They are having the monitoring regulatory authorities in terms of press council, and the councils are available, and the TV also they have a own set of organization. If there is misinformation, the fake news are there, they are being controlled. Nowadays, the major challenge is the misinformation and the fake narratives through the social media. Even if you want to control that social media also, the controls are available outside the country. You can't immediately act on that, and filing a criminal prosecution, everything is even it happened. So the result may come after some time. You have to prove in the court of law also. The damage is already have been happened. The major challenges the whole election system is going to face is the misinformation, the fake narratives being done. Most of the misinformation, the fake narratives are purposefully being done for the political gain, or from the outside the country also. Even those some other all other.
How do you basically ensure? How do you have any solution to this particular problem?
We have to devise a mechanism for that. Basically, we have to come up very quickly. There are some things in our mind, and we have to discuss again. Actually, hopefully, we will discuss again with the commission also. Even whatever maybe we do, we discuss with the commission actually.
Do you think it should be the social media or whatever internet should be banned for 3 months prior to the election?
No. The banning is not a solution. We have to learn to live how with this social media. Social medias are part of our life. Now we have to have a system to control that misinformation and to counter the fake narratives being created in the social media. That is a challenge the election system is facing. It's not only in our country,
everywhere.
Outside the country also this problem is being faced. So in the coming days, we have to quick enough to control that issue. So the social media platform also, even our Chief Election Commissioner sir also mentioned about this in his address also. That's one of the issue we have to address very quickly to strengthen the electoral system further.
Under Rajiv Kumar as Chief Election Commissioner, I find a lot of changes were brought about here, and elections were held throughout the country very in a fair way, in a clean way, and I think I had not seen much quite some time before. And he is the person, I don't know if I am wrong, please tell me, this most well-performing state award, that is basically electoral award, it was in 2020 that was basically instituted, is it?
No, it was very long back actually. It's long back. It's a 15 years mark.
In the backdrop of this particular award, the aims and objectives of it to promote the best performers. To my mind, at the state level, like you talk about the block level officer, voting officer, whatever. So many persons are there, stakeholders. So why don't you also actually set up a procedure where good performers are basically awarded so that you can promote them and motivate them?
Even Jharkhand also, we identified the best performing officer, and 25th Honorable Governor sir also gave the award to the officers also.
They have given?
Yeah.
I see. You introduced it?
We actually last 4 years we were doing that actually.
Oh, fantastic! You introduced it, huh?
For last 4 years.
What is the name of the award that you gave?
And the National Voters Day, we also identified the officer and we gave award for them.
Oh, wow.
Even up to the level of BLO. Wow. Even the national award also we gave the BLOs also. Even the posters we put up, so that is from the BLOs of the state only. We won't put model. Basically 2-3 campaigns we put the models. Now we are using only the photos of our BLOs only. It's also a big motivation factor for them also. So through them also we are motivating. We are identifying them also actually. And when the election duties are there, people are also very sincere. When the officer and also, so when you guide them properly, they are able to perform.
So good. Actually, I'm aware of it, that the book that you have written is basically on the poor boys.
Yeah, still there.
Do you have any plan to write a book on this electoral reforms or whatever necessary?
Yeah, as of now, there is no such plan now. Let's see how this times pass on.
So nice of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ramsey. Thank you.